Welcome back, guys, to your daily ARK Survival Ascended news update. As you guys know, we are just awaiting launch now for the game, but I thought I'd give you a big news update with what's going on with the game, all the different situations. So this is going to be a bit of a sit and talk video because I'm going to try and break everything down into one video before launch. This video will include console as well, so for console players, you can get a little bit of an update of what's going on there and the whole situation of what's happening with the game. As always, if you guys do enjoy these videos, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe with notifications turned on if you do not want to miss out on everything ARK Survival Ascended related. That's what I'm here for. So the first thing, just to start the video off, is the most recent update from Survive the Ark, or from Dolly, who is in the Discord. Dolly pretty much just goes on to say, hey folks, just a quick check-in regarding Steam ASA release. We are on track for the above ETA and feeling confident we can meet it at this stage. Hang in there. So obviously I'm staying up for the launch, and it probably means no sleep, which is absolutely brilliant. It was meant to be released at 12 a.m. 12 a.m. UK time. That's how I'm working in. It is now 1:50 UK time AM, and I think they said 3 to 4 a.m. UK time. So there's still, as I'm recording this, 1 to 2 hours still till launch. Dolly then goes on to say, then more much needed information for console players. Promise. So what's going on right now is that Wildcard are doing all the final checks for ARK Survival Ascended on Steam. I would love, like, if there's any game developers out there watching this, I'd love to know what's going on. I know we're about to get a bit of a breakdown, but it's always really interesting the reasons why there's always a launch time, and then this has happened so many times in the past. I'm not hating, but I'm just saying whenever there's going to be a release of the game, we get told the date and everything, and then it gets put onto Steam, and then we then are sat like for hours and hours and hours onwards from the other release date that was said before. So that would be interesting to know. But for console players, I know right now, they've been talking about in the Discord, they're putting together a massive post which is going to have the full information for what happened. Now, from what I've been talking about with other people, is that console has had last night, on the last minute, they had a issue that they bumped into, which has meant that the game has had to be delayed all the way until November. Now, when it fails a QA certification test, that means they have to rebuild on what Microsoft and Sony have told them that it isn't okay to release, and then that's going to take a little bit of extra time for them to do. Then they have to submit it again, which means that they have to wait for that that to be sort of certified by Microsoft and Sony, and then if it failed again, it's just going to take longer. So I don't think that it will fail another certification, but you just never know, because obviously Studio Wildcard told us that they'd put the console build through multiple certifications before. So I'm very shocked to see that it was delayed today, and I was really upset. I'm not going to lie to you. When I saw, I had no idea what was going on, and then I clicked on the trailer and saw in the description that it was coming out today for PC and then not coming out till November for console. I really thought today was going to be the day that it does come out on all platforms, and unfortunately it just hasn't. So as soon as we get that console post through, I will be making a video straight away going through every single detail into why this has happened, so don't worry about that. By the looks of things, I think they're just going to try and launch ASA on Steam first. So what I'll do is I will obviously start my download for ASA on Steam, and then I will do, while that's downloading, I will cover the post that they're doing for console players, so you guys can keep updated there. But if I'm to give you an estimate of when I think it will come out on console, so let's just say that it goes, they're now working on the certification for console, the new version that they got, the information they got back from Sony and Microsoft. They then need to sort that if they haven't sorted it already. Then it takes between 5 and 7 days to pass a certification, so we go through another week there. And then if that fails, let's just say it fails again or it doesn't get confirmed, they might have to go through that process once again. So to be honest, you're looking at somewhere between, if I get my calendar up next to me here, let's just say a week from now takes us to the 2nd of November, Thursday the 2nd, and then any other day. So you're probably looking at, if there's no more problems after the first certification, you're probably looking at the first week of November. If anything else goes wrong again, then probably the 2nd week of November. I don't know what's going to be going on. I'm not really like an expert into that stuff. So if there's any more delays, I really don't know what's gone on there. But that's just from the information that I know. But yeah, that's pretty much the stuff I wanted to talk about with you guys today. Keep you in the loop of what's going on, because it's not fun. It really isn't. And especially as the game was meant to launch for Steam at midnight, it's very frustrating that you have to stay up. There's been so many people as well that and I don't want to turn this into like a rant video, because I generally have so much respect for Wildcard. I can't even tell you how much respect I have for them, and I know there's going to be people in the comments that get really annoyed with me for saying that I have respect for them, but I do, because like they're creating an amazing game for us. But then in these situations, I do look at it from the other side, and I do think to myself that like, wow, like, I was in shock, I was in shock, and I do feel like it is really unfair for console players. It happens time after time again, and I do have to say that, this was the time I expected them to hit it, and they haven't. So I am very, very disappointed on that stage. One thing I do need to say as well, though, is I've seen a ridiculous amount of hate in the Discord, like horrible things said, and I don't think it's ever right for that. Like they are truly working to create us a game that is, that we're all going to be playing for years on end, and hopefully it's all that we've hoped for. I'm going to be bringing you guys episode 1 first impressions as soon as the game goes live. So that's going to be an ongoing series. I'm also going to be showing you guys the first look at the game, going through the menus, trying out mods. There's going to be so much content. So if you are on console, please don't worry. I am going to be here to give you as much as I can as we go through and finding out all of that information. Other stuff we've seen today is there has been a leak of gameplay which has come through. I was going to show you it, but then I just thought there's not really any point, because it's unfinished gameplay. It's been confirmed, so a lot of people had been worried. There's been like screenshots going around and stuff of the creator character, and it looks like a mobile game. And again, there's no need to be worried, because that was an unfinished version. I think it came through Nitrado. I'm not too sure. So that we will be seeing the finished version in an hour to 2 hours time, and I really hope it doesn't look anything like the unfinished one, because you could see how it was going to look nice when we were looking at different parts, but then there were so many unfinished bits in it. Everyone was panicking, thinking that was going to be the launch. But no, if you have seen the leaked gameplay, that is an unfinished build, so no stressing there. Again, the mod industry is fantastic. That's something else I wanted to cover. If you haven't seen my video on like the first in-game ARK sort of gameplay we've seen through the dev kit, it looks amazing. We're going to be able to install and download everything we've always wanted to. It looks so cool how it's going to happen, and there's going to be premium mods. Something they haven't really touched on, which is what I didn't think they were going to touch on, is how they were going to be working with other big IPs. So I was hoping there was going to be sort of premium mods with Jurassic World and stuff, and that could still happen, because that was for, something Snail Games mentioned before. So guys, pretty much as a roundup, I just wanted to say I am so sorry for console players. I know it is the most frustrating thing when you're like, I remember that, it's like that feeling inside of you where you're just like it's like the most upsetting feeling, because you just have to wait and wait, and it feels like a never-ending wait. And don't worry, I've been there before. So just because I have it on PC, I don't think that I haven't experienced that, because I have. I've been here for 8 years in this community, and when I was only console, this used to happen all the time, but 10 times worse. Like sometimes console stuff was like 2-3 months behind the PC. So Anyway, I look forward to receiving the ARK news. I'm just going to wait before this video does end. I'm just going to quickly see if anything's been posted regarding it, or any updates from Wildcard. I don't think there has been anything from what I've seen right now. Oh yeah, there has been some changes to the... this is from one of the devs, Craig Brown. So there's been some changes to the Rhino, or not the woolly Rhino, but the Sky Giga, as I always call it. So the recent armor weakened to 80% incoming damage from 55%. The Rising, or Reason, whatever you guys call it, armor versus tech weakened to 65% incoming damage from 40%. Speed while carrying reduced by 50%. Base health reduced from to 900 from 1,400, and base weight reduced to 1,100 from 1,200. So that's pretty much all that we know going into the community right now. I really do have good faith for this game, and I'm just trying to hold on to it because I just want to get back into a stage where I'm playing ARK again, where I'm non-stop on officials with my friends, I'm on unofficials with my friends, and I know that's all that you guys really want, and I do understand the frustration that's shared is just for the passion for the game and the love. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll catch up with you guys very, very soon, and leave a like, subscribe, and hopefully good news will follow.